Libra. Hello, Libra. Let's get right into your energy. I'm warmed up now after the collective reading. If you have not checked that out, get your booties over there and check that out. Might be some symptoms in there that you need a better understanding about. All right, let's see. Okay, I'm hearing If I Can Turn. They're playing R. Kelly. Funny how times go by and blessings are missed in a wink of an eye. Why, oh why? Should one have to go on suffering when every day I plead, please come back to me? Somebody here has been, I feel like, how can I put this? Maybe pulling you back in or trying to pull you back in different ways. I see different relationships though. It's like some of your friends could be knowing just what to do to ground you or realign you. For some of you, it's love too. Be careful. Some of them aren't healthy though. There are some that's going to be tugging at you to pull you back in by using things that you love just to latch on to you. There are dark entities. Just remember what it is that you would be proud to share with the world and tell the world. And if when you think of this person and you kind of want to keep things a secret, or they don't really make you happy and stuff, they just you can kind of tell that they just stroking your ego. Girl, run, or boy, run. You already know better. You would be with them, or you would have been doing all kinds of great things with them if it was meant. I know sometimes we think when we give things time, and then if we don't force anybody to show up and they just pop up, that we think that, oh, it must be something realigning. No, sometimes and most times it's, they're lurking. Those energies and spirits are very real too. And when you're vibrating on a higher frequency, they're definitely going to lurk around your bright energy. And they're going to use things that you love, that you naturally love too. That's the tricky part. So it ain't like money or trying to feed you or none of that. It's going to be something dear to your heart that they're going to use to try to create a bond with you. But it's not really a bond. They're just trying to attach to you. There's a difference. They're trying to latch on in your energy. Some of them really won't, and this could confuse you too, because some of them really won't have a motive. Yeah, some of them really won't have a motive, no more than just they could just feel your energy and it feels good and they're drawn into it. So again, not only will other people be trying to pull you in, but you're a magnet though. Like you're pulling all sorts of things in, and it's important that you become mindful of regulating that. It's not just about vibrating high and then just bopping along. Once you get to that point, once you're vibrating high, you have to also maintain it and regulate it, nurture it, and take great care of it. And also not guard it in a way of fear, but just protect it, cherish it in a way, when you cherish things, you value it to where you want to protect it and maintain it to where you can continue to evolve it. And if you are vibrating high and you're just letting any and everything come in, and you're just thinking like, oh, because I'm vibrating higher, these things are coming in, so maybe they must mean well, or they wouldn't be here. No, everything comes with it, good and bad. So just be mindful of that, Libra, is what they're saying, because that's going to be very strong for you. And like I said, these people are going to use things that's dear to you. And most of the time it's like the unseen things like gifts of God, like sounds and frequencies. So for some of you, it could be even like music or writing of some sort. It's very artistic. It's very artistic. They could even bring up spiritual things as well. So it could be esoteric studies and stuff as well. So just understand that you're at peace. And if you're at peace, maintain it as best as you can. Trust your instinct when this person or these people show up. If they don't meet your standards, then that's your red flag right there. Like, you got people showing up that's living in loops. If you can name a bunch of things that you don't like about them, not in a way where they're like bad people, because that's going to be the trick too. A lot of them are going to be real sweet and nice and patient, But it's just they want your energy. They want to just be in your energy. A lot of them do. A lot of them really don't have like a end goal. You know, they're living in the moment because some of them are lonely. You know, some of them are seeking more answers. And because you're glowing so brightly, you look like you have the answers because you're being present. To be present is the answer, you know? Okay? All right. Welcome to my newbies. Hello to my oldies. My name is Diamond and you are watching Pretty Blind Eyes. The readings held on this channel are for entertainment purposes only. The discussions held on this channel should not be taken as literal advice. I am legally blind, so I do read braille on my cards to decipher what they are, but I'm an overall intuitive reader. In the description box below, you can find several ways to interact with me, one of which is the availability to book private readings. That calendar is open. Thank you guys for all the love, support, gifts, donations, journeying with me, and patience. Lord knows, patience. Okay, as far as the school goes, there will be definitely updates coming in. You guys should start seeing more adjustments in October, and I should have more direction to give you guys, you know, heads up of how things are going to be going in a more solid way before the end of the month of October. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. All right, guys. All right, Libra. Let's see. Okay, Libra. So yeah. And I feel like too, you're not really going to want to be bothered. So I guess that helps you. You know, and it's not in a rude or a depressive way, because I'm here. I often think of you inside of my private thoughts. So I feel like there's a lot of you're only being drawn to things that's going to mentally stimulate you. And a lot of times, for this to be an individualized thing, it looks like reading, writing, using tools that help you brainstorm. There's a lot of planning here that you'll just love, like even maybe just shopping online, putting stuff together to satisfy your mind's cravings, or, you know, but I feel like a lot of that though is still channeling and it's gonna still benefit you in the future. So if a lot of you been drawn to just like, I don't know, I'm just enjoying looking at recipes, or I don't know, I'm just enjoying looking at houses. You're just already tapped into, you know, God preparing you for what's to come for you next. So just, you know, flow with it. If it feels good, enjoy it. And what I mean by you're not going to want to be bothered is like, I just feel like I'm hearing conversational disruptions. Like you're going to be very displeased with people that just want to talk. And it's just like, what do you want? I don't want to talk. Like it's like you want mental escapes. So again, a lot of you will be painting, designing things, envisioning how you want to remodel your house. A lot of you will be doing a lot of strategic things too. So I got this for you last month, but I'm still seeing that too, like rearranging your closets. Usually for Libra in the spring and fall, you guys always get these messages where you're getting rid of old stuff, you're burning things. I feel like you guys can end up having a very good bonfire or whatever, like really burning a lot of things down, and I think you'd feel good about that. You're very airy. You're going to be very airy, and anybody that wants to communicate with you, it's gonna have to be like in and out. They're gonna have to get to the point, or either if they need you, they'll feel ignored or whatever, because your attention span. It's not even that you're going to be turned off from talking to anybody, but it's just your mind. You're going to want to immerse it more into things that's imaginative. And so to any of you who love writing and stuff, now would be a good time to take advantage of, you know, your creative flow, especially writers, because it's going to be a great escape for you. And you're going to be very I don't want to use the word addicted. I don't think it's addictive. I don't think it's an addiction that's going to come in mentally. I think it's drive. I think it's how you're going to be able to tap into your drive, how you're going to be able to stay focused, how you're going to be able to stay, you know, keep that tunnel vision. And it's a surge coming in. And when I say it's a surge coming in, it's one of which that when it comes in, you're going to want to ride the hell out of it, because it can spike a lot of results. Like a lot of things, like you will exceed expectations in your own. So any sort of goals that you have, set them and ride this wave, because you will meet them. And if you don't meet them, you're going to go beyond them. But you have to you have to take advantage of this surge. And what I'm getting here is that some of you, it can amplify it even more if you decide to fast. And since a lot of you are already going to be annoyed by things that don't serve the escape of your mind, like you having those mental escapes, that's going to be a good thing, or you can benefit from that then, because you're already able naturally to close out any disruptions or anybody that's not feeding your brain anything that's conducive to what it is that you are working on, imagining, envisioning, and when it is that you start to get like super duper creative with being in your creative flow. So I like that. See, Nine of Pentacles. Yeah, you're going to be very, very unique. A lot of things you're going to be designing from scratch. It's a lot of designer energy coming in. Three of Cups, told you, with the Magician card. And I feel like the only type of support you're going to want outside of your own mind, mental escapes and creativity, is resources that help you do it even more. So for some of you, you're going to want to be reading self-help books, and you know, outside, like you still, even outside of your mental escapes, you're still going to be looking for other versions of mental escapes. And I don't see where it involves people at all. Like you're not feeling, how do I put it? It's kind of a social energy, but not quite. It's like you got to have some very confident and secure people around you during this time, or they have to be able to bite the bullet and learn with you as you go through this phase. Because if not, they could feel very neglected. They could feel like you're like so whole and fulfilled without them. So you will be challenging people like that around you too, where when you get in this energy, it's going to challenge them to, you know, deal with their own issues. See, Knight of Wands, Five of Cups. And they can either get frustrated about it, or they could face the music and take you as a learning opportunity. To those of you who have like certain soul contracts with, see, there he is, Emperor card, Star card. Yeah, a lot of egotistical energy here. A lot of, this was in your last reading. You're going to be super mysterious. That's still there. I think it's just now we're seeing how or why. You're not going to be people-ish. You're going to be very creative though. And I also feel like a lot of you will invent new things that can make you millionaires and stuff this lifetime too. So again, please, you know, like cleanse your bodies and ride this wave. And I'm seeing November, so it may go on for like 60 to 90 days. It might pour on off into December, but you guys are going to want to like really lock into it. It's a benefit. It is a hell of a surge too. Look at this Wheel of Fortune with the Hierophant card. Some of you are going to luck up, and like I'm seeing a building here. I'm not sure if that's could be apartments. So real estate is here for a lot of you too, or some of you as well. Like it's like maybe owning an apartment complex with tenants already in it. Yeah. Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords, like some sort of pre-made real estate deal. Like you're going to come across some awesome things, because I feel like when you decide to sacrifice to amplify it, your journey will be a lot more magical. And I feel like you'll accidentally stumble across things by just being yourself, just being okay with being in that ditzy energy and not worrying about what people think, like when they, like if you know they're gonna judge you and stuff like that. King of Wands with the Five of Pentacles. Yeah, and this person here, the stronger that energy gets, but we're about to head into your love section, but the stronger your energy gets, in that energy, the more on fire this guy is going to get. And this guy or girl could take that energy and either get just as creative as you and choose to learn, you know, with the shift that's going on. You know, don't let it make them feel like it's a disregard or that you're turned off. But it's going to challenge a lot of that within this person. Specifically for some of you, there's this person here. All right. Maybe this is a lot of work between you and this particular person, and that's why it's so strong. Six of Swords with the Ace of Wands and the Ace. Look at these new beginnings though. This looks real good. The water's calming down. Direct application, direct sunlight with the Temperance card, but the patience is going to pay off. So to me, it looks like so far, this person who has this contract with you, who's really tied in with you, they're going to try so hard to make sure they see it to the shore with you. All right, so let's look at your love. But you just look like you're in fantasy land. It's like almost like your whole body gets to get reset and you get to just be this child, no worries in the world, no adult. You know, some of you might even come off as childlike to certain people and it might scare them. But for some of them, again, I love how this is going to impact the people around you because they can learn, so they could take advantage of the surge too. Because I feel like, though, for a lot of you, because I feel like I'm feeling more of these sorts of Libras, you're going to have people just wanting to baby you, like really, you know, feed that energy because you're in that energy. So like any of you, it's like real childlike and you find yourself doing things that you used to do as a kid creatively. You're gonna, like, when you're sad or when they think you're sad, they're going to want to make sure they cheer you back up because I feel like innately they're going to know that they are supposed to do that because you're on the brink of something amazing. So I love this. Like you are actually going to have certain people who are in like soul contracts with you and partnerships with you that's going to be like very supportive because they're going to feel the positivity, you know, from feeding into you. So it's almost like a walking energy bank. And you are saying, hey, here I am. And, you know, do you guys want to invest? Because I'm going to blow up later. Or, you know, this is going to rise in the stock market, blah, blah, blah. And some of y'all, this might be literal stock market stuff. And they can decide to do so and invest in you in any kind of way. Whether it's just to make sure you're happy, whether it's to just check on you, see if you're okay. You know, simple stuff, but they're going to receive a lot of blessings for it, Libra. So there's something very special coming for you. All right, so let's look at your love now. All right, I had to sort the cards again. I just heard better tell them check their kids again. So Home Alone 1, when he sent the cop to the house, because no one would answer, and there was, see, they've been referencing Home Alone a lot, but y'all know it's about to start coming on in November. 25 days till Christmas when they do the countdown. So for them to keep showing that again, remember Kevin was like hiding under the cover when the cop was knocking at the door. Had he went there, he would have known his parents wanted to know if he was home. But because he was scared to go to the door, it's like, I ain't let nobody know I'm up in here. That's you, Libra. Like, I think some things you will be scared of. That's a very strong force that's loving. I guess I need to take heed to that due to my experience with the alien UFO encounter thingy. So it's just, you're gonna grow into it. You know, you remember when Kevin finally decided, you know what, I'm gonna stop being scared, because he knew he had to go get washing detergent because his clothes needed to be washed and stuff. He had to go, you know, get him a toothbrush and all that. So he knew he had to toughen up if he wanted to finish operating in the world. But I feel like you're gonna feel all this newness, Libra, and you know, you just need time. You're gonna need time to warm up to different things, different energies is going to be coming in, so you can weigh them out. Libra. You know, because some, like I said, some won't be good. Okay, see, there you are, Nine of Pentacles. Who is this? King of Pentacles with the Knight of Wands. Two of Swords. This person, when I say, okay, this is your love here. When I say this person, I don't know if they're already going through this or this is what it's gonna test their patience, because it's gonna be a new side to you. I feel like this person, whoever this is, they just, with you, it just never gets old, and they don't understand how, I feel like this person is gonna feel like, if they don't already, it's like, because the connection is so spiritual too, I feel like they're gonna feel like Libra, you can almost always reset their love for you. Like it never gets old. And right when they think that they have gotten to the point where they're dissatisfied, which I feel like the guys that I'm pulling on here are very hard to please in relationships because of the trauma that they've been through and all kinds of stuff. But for you, because you're obedient, and especially with the surge coming in, if you get into that too, and ride that wave and just be present, this always works out in y'all favor. And I just feel like this person here is going to feel reset again. Like they're going to, I'm hearing get back up again. There's a new chapter here. And they're just going to be like, damn, how am I in love all over again? And with the same person. Like, so I feel like this is a person that, again, they have a lot of seasonal people in their lives, right? They don't keep people in their lives long. For them, maybe 2 to 5 years is long for them, and whereas you have some people that's been friends since middle school. I don't think this person, like, no more than their family. And their family is around because they feel like it's their family. They have to be around. But like as far as friendships and love relationships go, no. So what I'm feeling here with this person is that you just, nothing ever gets old with you. You're very magical to the Magician card. And I feel like just when they think too that, okay, this is as good as it gets. Now I get it. Okay. All right. This is where Libra is weak at. And it can trigger their toxic side where they're like, okay, now I could go back to my toxic shit, or I could get comfortable now because I've played Libra as far as Libra can go. Now I know all of Libra's flaws to the point where now I'm good to be in my flaws or whatever else. I'm not motivated to do better. I'm not, but I think this person gets scared too, because I think deep down they know that being in connection with you, they are supposed to continue to feel motivated and challenge. And I think they get worried when it's gone. And then I think y'all both be figuring out how to reignite it. And I'm going to tell you now, when it comes to that's kind of like the key to marriage too, because it's all about evolving. And when you can figure that out within yourself, or if you know that like you have to go back to yourself in order to like get another reignition, then you got the formula, you can always do that. And I feel like whoever these people are that you're connected to, you guys are mastering that very well. Let me see, Chariot card, where y'all are figuring out the formula to like reignite things again. So I think maybe you guys went through a phase, or first you're going to go through a phase where you're not going to feel so happy or inspired, right? And then you're going to have to figure out how to reignite that. And it's all about the self. That's all it is. It's about you reconnecting with God. And once you take out time with God, all that other stuff realigns back the way it do. And then you're on to the next level. And that's all you have to do every time. But I ain't saying play in his face, saying you're just going back to him to go get back on the same cyclical pattern. No, you go for more evolution each time. So if you're taking the same bullshit to him every time, you just stand on the same pattern, or in the same cycle. But for you, I see progression and evolution. So anything that felt like a failure, or anything that felt like delays, stalling, as if you weren't getting anywhere, no, you're going to see Death card. Yep, you guys have entered into a new chapter. I mean, and this togetherness here, because I'm pulling on your love. Fool card with the 9 of Wands. They're showing the part on the general reading, the collective reading for the day. Joshua fought the battle of Jericho and the walls came tumbling down. This is what that is. 9 of Wands. There is a disarming here. A guard is being let down. There's a chance is going to be taken. 10 of Cups, 3 of Pentacles. There's loyalty here. 33. Oh, wait. Is there 3 threes? Hell yeah, 333, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and the 3 of Wands. Yeah, so there's so many masterful plans aligned for you. All you have to do is be present and keep walking, and you can walk right into the arms of this person. It's like I see them just standing at the end. You know what I'm saying? Just like at the end. They look very, I don't know. They might gain weight though, Might gain weight. But I don't know. I just feel like they just naturally feel like themselves with you, that they could just be themselves. And sometimes it means weight gain. You know what I'm saying? I'll love you if your hair turns gray, girl. And I still want you if you gain a little weight. But I feel like it's on both ends, just as long as your love don't change. So again, there's something. Whoever these people are, they love loyal. They base their love off of loyalty. They measure their love off of loyalty. I would assume that some of these people, because when we speak of the trauma that I did pick up on the beginning of this section of your love section, I feel like because they have suffered from severe abandonment and neglect energy so much that they value loyalty the most, because to be loyal means no matter what, you're going to remain consistent. And on one end, that could be positive. And on the darker end, that doesn't necessarily mean that these people are good. So I think this person here through you is going to learn what the real quality of loyalty is. Because listen, you can have loyal people around that they're not loyal to you, but they're loyal to what you got, or they're loyal to what they can get from you. And that still could be counted. You would think that they're still being loyal to you, but no, it's not about you. It's about what's around you that they're loyal to. So of course they're going to put up with anything or remain consistent or whatever the case may be, because it's beneficial. It's beneficial. So whoever this person is, or these people, they've never experienced quality loyalty. What it means for someone that's loyal to themselves to the point where they're willing to work on themselves for the sake of being loyal in their connections, right? So what I'm seeing with y'all is that the reason why they're going to see like what quality loyalty is because there's going to be an evolution each time. There's going to be progression each time. There's going to be new lessons each time. Unlike other people that I feel like they felt was loyal to them, or that is loyal to them, and they still looking at dudes still wearing the same damn drawers they didn't have for 2 years. And this person, damn, that's loyal. You real consistent, dude. Let me put it like this. I feel like their concept of loyalty is going to evolve, is going to mature, and they're going to understand that everything that, just because a person is consistent in your life, just because a person returns back, it does not mean it's a good thing all the time. And it doesn't even mean that they're loyal. So this person is needing to learn the definition of true loyalty. And so they can know what to better expect and ask for. But what I can say, what's rooted in them, is that for them, what they value and the way that they need to mature it and evolve it and plug in the guide with this is that what they really want is that, and they're not really communicating it clearly. Maybe they don't know how to articulate it yet. Maybe because they need to go through these things to then know what to better ask for or expect from their partners and what they feel is high value and love. Some of you, these people are very calculated, some of them can be earth signs. They measure things out, and the way that they measure things out is very, like, consistency to them can be measured. Because you could count how many times a person can show up. You can say, oh, this person never left for over 5 years, da 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 da. And to them, that's love. Like, that just drives them crazy. They love stuff like that. They feel like it's solid when a person can still show up and be there. And again, it's just some things that need to be addressed and cleared up and a little cleanse. But what I think where they really are going with it is, so just as long as we're doing this work together, we have the will to work through these different chapters and phases of our lives, and we can still choose to show up to each other or with each other once we're back on the up and up again. Because again, I feel like a lot of people think that, oh, this person is loyal. They were down when I was, they were there when I was down. They were there when I was up. They were with me when they was on the up and up. And I was with them when they were down. And again, at first, this sort of level of, or concept of loyalty is very one-sided, if you notice, with a lot of people who expect people to be loyal to them until they mature and understand what that really is about and how it is a powerful thing. And so I can get why they would want people to be loyal to them, because it is a great way to measure someone's devotion, dedication. But it can be very egotistical at first, because at first you are constantly, if you basing things off of loyalty, or if you're basing the quality of love off of loyalty, it's all about you at first. Are you going to show up for me? Are you going to you know, stick with me no matter what I put you through. It's very egotistical and one-sided and toxic. But when you start to learn the mechanics of it and the components and the complexity of it and the layers of it, you then know how to, again, articulate what it is that you want, which then all falls on the underneath the umbrella of quality loyalty. So that, wow. So yeah, but I guess I said all that to say this. They really, I feel like they've ended up in a lot of dark spaces or a lot of dark relationships thinking because, and this is for you too, Libra, because this is something similar that came out at the beginning of your reading. Just because a person shows up or doesn't go anywhere does not equate to loyalty. Some of them just stay around because they have low self-esteem. Do you really want anybody like that on your team? All it ends up doing is you end up carrying that weight. But because you feel that they have given you loyalty, you think that that's the price that you have to pay to pay them back for being loyal. It's too conditioned. That's not how loyalty works. Everybody have to do the work within themselves and then still choose to show up. That's the scary part. These sorts of people fear. So that's why they settle for low budget loyalty, because all they really calculate and want to hold anybody accountable for is just sticking around no matter what, you know, because to stick around means if you're still in my energy and I'm still in your energy, then we're keeping each other's secrets, even if they're dark and toxic. No one's growing. No one's growing. But what they fear is that like when things do happen, they're afraid that that person won't choose them once they make it out of the storm. And that's their biggest fear. So whoever this person is, that is basically why they choose they want loyal people. It's out of fear of abandonment and neglect. Out of fear that you never choose them once you heal or when you feel better. And that takes time and that takes experiences for them to see that it doesn't have to be that way, but you have to take those chances to see if it's true or not. And they are very afraid. So they rather settle for low budget loyalty and just lie to themselves and tell themselves that like, hey, this person is loyal to me because no matter what, they stuck by my side. No matter what we go through, they still show up because all they do want is somebody to continue to show up for them. But they can never focus on themselves to show up for themselves because out of fear of abandonment and neglect, they're constantly testing that person that they're afraid won't choose them after the storm. Okay, so let me get these final cards. Ooh, Seven of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Emperor. Wait, I pulled these already, didn't I? Oh, no, Empress. Oh, y'all know I like when that happened. Nine of Cups with the full moon card. But they said full moon, so something by the full moon. Did we have one for October yet? No? Is it coming? Look at this Queen of Wands with the Sun card. Yeah, there's a lot of healing going on here. Page of Cups with the Justice card. Yeah, a lot of things being made right. A lot of balance coming in here. A lot of comfort and security to the mind. Excuse me, channeling, stability. Knight of Cups with the Five of Pentacles. In acceptance. In acceptance. And y'all know the Five of Pentacles is abandonment, rejection. You know, and this Knight of Cups, this looks like a 12 to 15-year-old guy. You know, so this person here is just still healing a lot of their pre-adolescence and their preteen and their teenage days. A lot of their damage is there. And it has a lot to do with fear of loss of people that they love. So, yeah. All right, Libra. Well, my name is Dami. You're watching Pretty Blind Eyes, and I'll see you next go. Bye.